So I know because say idea Amasamai High Court aqua sitting in the Infonia or Angel TV, Angel Facebook Live. So I'm a part EBP when now when you say Enra and Bosome Makuma pepe and ran exactly 5 months a circuit court 10 a sentence in Mama Part after the final judgment. Then no and a Mama Part and then a lawyer for Chesapeake sentence a 2 hash and more than into the appeal. Now appeal no and a nice court in its nothing. Now uti asemono na near a lawyer for a while Mobeka court in court neti Uria with attorney general so aftermadia. And now one day said transmission a year in Kratana is circuit court I deba a high court. You could do that pen driver. Yeah, these videos, no good video is to say, time my mama part in coffee bar now, sorry, there more say, almost what here, almost the advert, and the adverts near so buy a better chasing car mount into my buy videos now, a good pen drives, a dear dance here, and was circuit court, a gina, so a dear team only buy, so pen drive in a AC circuit court about high cotton, and a could be a pen drive, my man can say, Ira.
Abusia ena saudi wani ko pemu ewo Amasamai High Court enya asem keto akra na ena e ma mama part e ko pemu ewo Amasamai High Court ni nyina eye appeal ya wo de Agradaa court na abusia pe no so kwa sabre de OSP na Ghana for aso wo ma no e de sinu su ye pa mo che sa se ewiase na kasa to kwa no efuno wa na refi akeka sabre acheche na OSP sinu su na wo cheche na wo se wo ba bewu enti wo pre owura martin pegu neche na wo che no eye needless and useless and for so bia eni so ebusia sanse mimienu enene ye babedo mu esuko eye too much gh eno ne buso hwe mese se obi mi subscribe button se ya no wa kai se odi be onu be kan ho sa no upload ni to mpa one first person ya wo sa ebedi kayaka ebusia se ye body ransom no yakọ ye chikakra ene 4th December eye 5 months 1 day abusumi enum ene dakwa ye de ma mama part ekopie mu ewo ensawom ema wo kwakotwa 15 years na bride sa jail sentence no ema no ena na ya for air trese da bi ase jail no ano ohyedodo ne boni a de ball no kwadu a de ball no ene aho asotwe ne yade a emu owerem enuti no wo mekwa koda court na wo kwakoye appeal se na ebeye na emfie no ye beti so kakra ede ama no enuti om de masem kokodan Amasamai High Court na ene na wo musan ekọ asem no so anaka wo mekwa kodi asem na busua awon asem no se wo mekọ ye na afei wo mekọ mu ewo edem ho ne ye frem ma part be gina da kam na lawyer for bra pen driver videos wo so edi ba be dia dance amama part no se me no ka say na pen driver na ira ye hwe ne ba bia ye.
Breaking news ba ku bi aba efa maami Agradaa ai Patricia Siedu evangelist ama bra kwa to yankra se ya se won se ya na to mu mfie dunum ya wo da so woko ayi but on mo appeal dabi wo va se wo ya appeal o enti eno ho asama sorry wa Amasamai circuit court yenkona ama de wo high court ho e wa Amasamai yenkona ama wo ama ayi where me boss you cry na wo fa ni age say e bia yi anti Agradaa because ye dia channel ye de na be sen abane ehu no e dia potin na asie wa Amasamai High Court ho.
So I know because say idea Amasamai High Court aqua sitting in the Infonia or Angel TV, Angel Facebook Live. So I'm a part EBP when now when you say Enra and Bosome Makuma pepe and ran exactly 5 months a circuit court 10 a sentence in Mama Part a evangelist Patricia a to 15 years in prison custody after the final judgment. Then no and a Mama Part and then a lawyer for a lawyer Richard as a rebel for HSD sentence no a 2 hash and more than into the appeal. Now appeal no and a nice court in its nothing. Now uti asemono na near a lawyer for a while Mobeka court in court neti Uria with attorney general so aftermadia and then a bright coin and a utimwa for a yes Solomon HSA no credit no and great idea be good and can be oh yeah Fina we see no be can say Ubia and filing addresses now answer crana say why you do on and now one day say transmission a year in Kratana is circuit court I deba a high court. You could do that pen driver. Yeah, these videos, no good video is to say, time my mama part and coffee we ban now. Sorry, them or say, almost what's here, almost the advert and the advert near so buy a better chase car mount into me buy videos now. They go pen drives a dear dance here and was circuit court a gina so a dear team when you buy so pen drive in the AC circuit court about high court and then you could do ya pen drive. My man can say Ira you and no and a court no. Lawyer for the stress say, "I'm bit me a produce for a sense about court what did that." The say yes, I'm cutting a good pen drive for so edeba court in my coin and my cutting goes up. And no a court in it TV, my coin mom we court in the say. Any mama part a lawyer for a lawyer as I about for man now what you know on filing addresses in no will be a person who can on true crack as non family. When you have the baby pack, yeah. Attorney General say so omo bosome onfa mo response e o manu yi emra nyame e ya doma say January 2026 yen sign emra court view na ye ba court dia na oba be hwe say say ya dia e kwan dem na se bibia obi ate ne yon kwasa no ase dia ene na oba set date for judgment.
Ama na ayi wo kwaso no video wa ayi ye shei na wo boss wa chere say live video ye video we ne e free ama Saman High Court ba ye no na ye hu say
na busia say efi ama Saman any pen driver ayira ne sabe general judge no assign dia hye say wo momra na afi won fa judgment no entu dwana ne akwa mu ewo OSP na enra ena owura Martin Pegu OSP to sade frere no kokopie mu ewo ho a na information wo ene se ne wo sorry dia si OSP so a wo kuditia no say adwuma na nya de obetimi aye wontimi nchi obi afa ma oman Ghana no kwatwa no ho bo oman Ghana ne ka no kopie mu na ewi akire no invitation no akwakoye arrest as address say ne de say wo the landed property eba amagana for atwoma no de si OSP so no owura Martin Pegu ababonte na ofi OSP ho no nya bi oni bi no baaye no say no kana kosem no efa
anything that deserves an arrest. So somehow it was like like a fairy tale. So my spirits were still up. I mean, when I was taken into custody, I was here to, be undressed and then you do the custody gowns and those. So my spirits were still very high because I knew that I hadn't done anything wrong. Look, what they've actually done is that this is a suicide mission that Kissie Jabin's OSP has embarked on. Yeah, he can pretend he has nothing to do with it, but he's the head. Okay, the one who called the policeman to arrest me, he's called Seth Ablomensa. He's the chief of staff at the OSP. He's the one who directed Mr. Opoku, the policeman, to arrest me, right? And what was it? You see, earlier on in the day when I went in there, I came out to grant an interview. So when I returned, then there was a soldier. Can you imagine? We'll come to what a soldier is doing at the OSP, performing police duties. We'll leave that aside. But when I got back into the OSP, then one of the soldiers told me, and by the way, they weren't wearing name tags. They didn't have name tags, and yet they were performing police duties. And there were two policemen too. So one of the soldiers told me that, but we allowed you to park. You see, the tone we allowed you to park was like, even parking was a favor. So I didn't understand. Next time, when you come in here, we'll not allow you to go out. So I retorted that no, he has no right to curtail my rights. In any event, I'm just there to help, right? They said, come and give further information. I'm not under any investigation. I'm not a suspect. I'm not an accused person. So then I continued going. Then a colleague of his, another soldier, then shouted to me, that next time I do that, I will see. That's what I said. Next time. So that kind of threat, the Ghanaian English. Next time you do that, you will see. In Ghanaian English, that means he will cause me some harm. You will see. There will be consequences, even if it's not physical harm, but there will be consequences. So I turned and gave him the same answer that no, he has no right. I'm not a suspect. Even a suspect, can you do that? So I said he had no right. Then next thing I knew, he said, I'm stupid. That's what the soldier said. The soldier said, I am stupid. Oh, of course. So I turned back and told him that he's also stupid. So we exchanged a few words. And then one of my lawyers pulled me for us to go in. We went, and then, as usual, the OSP chose to present employees when we had made it clear at the second meeting that, look, considering that almost all of my allegations are against Kisi Ejabin, who is the special prosecutor, and these are his subordinates. The subordinates can't do much about their bosses. Martin, they say do that. Can you investigate if, let's say, Mr. Nyama, your this COO? You can't investigate Mr. Nyama, much less the MD. So that's the same thing. And even before I was invited, Ghanaians had said it on various social media and private messages to me that how can OSP investigate itself? But you know me, I'm a law-abiding citizen. I thought that as long as they can do something to accommodate that to show independence, I'm willing to give the information. In any event, I'm almost done. I'm presenting the petition to the president for onward submission to the CJ. I have a lot of charges. As I'm talking to now, I have over 15 charges against Kisi Ejabin. I'm not running away from this fight. So the least they shouldn't have even tried it. You don't try such a thing. You see it? You don't try such a thing. It just tells you the very incompetency. My arrest and detention underscores the incompetence with which Kisi Ejabin sat down and allowed Ofuriatta to run. Kisi is not up to scratch. Kisi has never been up to scratch. Because you see, how would you arrest people? When I had already said it, today is 3rd December. I mentioned on 2nd of November, you can check on the key points that I'll be presenting a petition for his removal. So such a person like me, and you know me, once I say I'm going to do this, I'll do it. So just stay clear of. Look, I don't mind the arrest, even assuming the exchanges with the soldier were illegal and so amount to something that they want to arrest. Remember in law, there's a difference between arrest and detention. The arrest is you tag the person. You are under arrest, I'm investigating you for so and so offense. So when you are done, admit the person to bail, right? Then let the investigations continue. Can you imagine Ablom Mensah said, yes, they were admitting me to bail, but I should bring a property in my name. For what? So a soldier insults me, Martin, you are stupid. And I also tell him you are stupid. That's the effect of the words. So that's the reason why you were detained. Yes, that I should bring property in my name. And where's the indenture? Fortunately for me, my office is just about 10 minutes from the OS. I have indenture in the office. So when we argued, my lawyers argued for about 15, not that continuously 15. My lawyers made a plea that, look, I should be given self-recognizance bail, right? And then Ablom Mensah said, okay, he would go consult. So he stepped out. So we thought it was going to be a favorable response. So when then subsequently he came in about 15 minutes and said, no, they would not do so. They will not vary the conditions to give self-recognizance. So then I told Mr. Marcelinus Bia, one of my lawyers who accompanied me, okay, Marcel, go to the office. I have indenture in my name. Just bring it. And my office is just, you can see, you can attest. There's less than 10 meters drive to the OSP. So Marcel came, long story short. So Mr. Ablom Mensah asked that I be handcuffed and taken to custody. That it was too late. And that even when we brought the indenture, they would have to do verification. So practically talking about justification, for exchanging words with a soldier who didn't know the writing. He's not supposed to be performing police duties. A soldier performing police duties in the OSP. You see the very thing we've been talking about. Article 210 of our constitution is clear that, look, you soldiers for war and then maybe some development activities. But here you had the police, two policemen in there. And so if anything, if you think the building is under threat, anything, you use the soldiers as backup. But if you go to the OSP, the soldiers are performing frontline duties. You see, this thing have been mentioned that soldiers are taking away the work of the police. You see.
Ejabusia and some no say na etwe gwa magana fo bi chiro madweze ewiase na gase na mdi kan kan sa aboa bi abewu a na ya na wo pre OSP no wo se ne na aka no eyetia enti wo hye da ye bibi ama na yehu na ne ho ayehu na so ye ya te se ne wato bo so nata so no enya de be kwa kosi hwi wo ye twene mu ene betene ye petition na akodi ama ne de kwa na obekofie enu nti sa na wo ye nyina no enya de be kwa kosi agam se Martin Pegu ne chia wo kire no Ghana fo kire se emfa so bia ni so afi asofo so ya wo mo ye namfo for Edmama part and edges, Mama part adofo, and fan pie boy more dempa, a move from Sene Bena, January ni bedroom besa yakoneja, Bible so hinakuma than the same things will be your panel, and what they for to me judge Nakuma Kwako for the emre, ama Emma mean what so, Eddie Amana was a message also, Ubeja venture our comment section hole, Eddie Amami, all the social media handles, too much GH, all subscriber like and share, na for force in the Biashim D, at the dark code, the Bessentia.